Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the general weekly collective reading. As I am recording this, we have Sun in Libra, Moon in Capricorn. Shout out to all of the Libras out there. If you're a Libra, happy birthday to you. I was guided to use my Wild Unknown Archetypes deck for this reading. So with that being said, we're just gonna get these shuffled and calibrated to the energy to see what's coming towards us for this week. We will also have the full moon in Aries this week, which I'll be doing the reading, a separate reading for that. But let's see what messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection that we need as it pertains to the energy for this week. Mars is in Libra as well. And it is opposing Chiron in Aries. So let's see what needs to come through. We still have Venus and Leo, Mercury and Virgo. Everything else is pretty much, where it's been. Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus, Pluto retrograding in Capricorn. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe all of those planets are retrograde as well. So I'm going to do one more and then we're going to jump on in. I'll have my transit board back up. I just took it down. Redo it, but let's see what's going on. It's the overall energy as it pertains to the collective for this week. What's the overall energy as it pertains to the collective for this week? Okay, so we got two. We have, the healer. And the vessel. The first thing I'm getting is that, for some of you, you may just need to, I'm getting the energy of, physical rest maybe needed for some of you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seed. I'm also getting almost like the energy of shedding. You know how a snake sheds its skin? When it starts to outgrow itself, and as it pertains to the snake. But with the healer, it makes me feel like a part of you could be, it almost feels like changing. You can notice that maybe even your physical body may be changing as well. With that healer card, or you are just needing to for some of you just physically rest, because the vessel is a card of just what it says. It's the vessel, the body. At least that's how I interpret this card. But we're gonna see, because the Seed makes me feel almost like a new beginning, like an Ace of Pentacles energy with the seed. But it also is giving me the energy of like expansion and growth as well. Some of you could be like, like it's a lot of, I mean, we are in Libra season, which is ruled by Venus. So something is changing, like even maybe even aesthetically for you. Like I feel like your looks are changing. I don't know. You know, take that how it resonates. But let's see. We have 111 and the vessel is 203. So let's see. So, and of course with the healer card could also be, you know, like if you're a healer or you're connected with a healer. But you know what is actually making me feel? Chiron. That's what, because Chiron is, you know, the asteroid known as the wounded healer. And some of you could be, you know, doing some healing on yourself or needing to this week. Or, you know, check to see where, you know, Chiron is transiting in your chart, or Aries, wherever Aries is in your houses. Because it does. It feels like a shedding of some sort. That's the only way I can explain it. And this can be internal or external. But it says the healer, the light worker, the gifted, the old soul. Though some claim the work of the healer as their gift and name it as their dharma, the force of this archetype is within everyone. It is our natural inclination to remember, to return to, and to reclaim that central and eternal life force from which we so easily drift away. In Sanskrit, the word avidaya means forgetting, and it is said that this is the source of all suffering and disease, or dis-ease, excuse me. The healer's mission then becomes to move through the comfort of forgetting, through the veils of ignorance and denial, to reveal the radiance that already exists. The healer approaches this in multiple ways, from multiple angles, knowing the cycle of healing is not linear. It is a multi-layered and circuitous process, always leading back to its own origin, much like the Ouroboros. Well, I have never seen that word before. Yeah, Ouroboros. But it says, the wounded healer is not someone who was wounded and is now healed. It is someone who continues to courageously break open the self and ego as a means for deep integration. And it says, the image of the serpent is eternally tied to healing and medicine, both Western and Eastern. Study the serpent and its power. And it says, when it's in light, is self-contained, grateful, awake. When dark, tired, needy, forgetting its own practice. So, you know, this makes me feel like for some of you, it's almost like you may need to just remember who you are this week. It may be tough, it may be hard to do, but it's almost like you have to. And the vessel, it says the body, the container, the cup. The vessel may be the most powerful archetypal form on earth. It is everywhere. Cups hold liquid, stoves hold fire, our bodies hold organs, our homes hold families. Through the simple act of separation, the vessel protects what it contains. Nests protect the eggs, savings account protect our earnings, even the planets are contained within their circular orbit. When this card appears, it's time to assess what is being held together and how. Is the vessel too tight, too loose, broken, empty, full, or perhaps there is no vessel at all, and the contents spill in every direction? It is natural for structures to be formed and eventually fall apart. The vessel has a life cycle that must be honored. Is it time for you to build, break, or repair? You must find out. And it says the mentor and the healer must pay particular attention to this archetypal form. Healing cannot be sustained without a strong container. And then it says the physical body is the most sacred vessel of all. It is the one in which you reside from your first breath to your last. It may need your attention. And it says when in light, stable, strong, and graceful. When in dark, trapped, or being in a bubble. So yes, because for some of you, it almost feels like, and I'm not going to read the seed, but it almost feels like something new is trying to emerge, whether, just in you and who you are. And, for some of you, it could be like, within your environment, but something is trying to break ground for you. And it almost makes me feel like you have to come into a certain acceptance or level or awareness of self in order for this to take process, because it almost makes me feel like with the mountain reverse, then we have the mass reverse. It's almost like, the obstacle is removed. It makes me want to say like the only obstacle right now is you. That's what it makes me want to say. And with the mass reverse, that, goes to show like everything is, or, will be, revealed to you. It almost feels like I said, removed. So let's see. Let's see what we got. For the collective as it pertains to the energy for this week. As it pertains to this energy and spread for the week. So the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. Virgo energy, Virgo and Gemini. Up under that, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. Ooh, I like this. And the Nine of Pentacles with the Star. Yes. For some of you, simply, this almost makes me want to say two things. The first thing is, like I said, remember who you are. Because with the Star and the Nine of Pentacles showing up, it's like you are, or at least you have the capacity to, it's like an energy of knowing your worth. And, it's like, I don't know if I've said it before, but I can't remember, what reading I've said it in. But it's almost like with this energy here, it's like, when you're someone that, is solid within themselves, it's hard to like contain that energy. Like, I hate to say it like this, but it kind of makes you contagious to other people. But it's because of the love that you have for yourself. Yes, the Nine of Cups can be a card of, wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment within the self, but it is also a card of self-love. for me, because it's a 9, and for some of you, you have completed, you know, a journey of self-love, and now, you know, or no, I can't even say completed. You completed a cycle, because it never stops. It's never done. It's something that you just have to keep, you know, what's the word I want to say? It's not revamping. It's just, you know, going to you know, going deeper. But in going deeper, you're actually, you know, going higher. But with the Magician and the Four of Pentacles, it's like, yeah, you know, it makes me want to say, just own it. You know, the foundation on which you stand on which you know, create for yourself. You know that, or at least, you know, some of you're doing this because of the foundation of self-love that you have within yourself. And for some of you, it's like you've been trying to contain it, but it's almost like it's star power that's going to come out. And it could, you know, like I said, for some of you, something could be changing within your body, within, you know, the way that you look. Like your looks could be changing as well. Because it's almost like it's a new you with the seed here. It's a new you. But let's see what these cards have to say. And some of you, you know, you could be going through a situation where, you know, you have to, you know, heal yourself. Yes. The Fool. Or where, you know, you've been, you know, healing and working on yourself. The Six of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, the Daughter of Pentacles. Some of you are, you know, with this Six of Cups, Page of Pentacles, you're looking at how far you've come in the situation. Then we have the Three of Wands. You know, because the Page of Pentacles is a card of, you know, it's a card of, you know, learning. It's pupil energy. And with the Fool here, it's like you're looking at where you've come from, so that with this Fool energy, you can see where you're going. For some of you, it's almost like you may even, you know, I'm getting the energy of like feeling like the past repeating itself, you know, and it's like you're looking before you leap with this Fool energy. Yeah, we have the Mother of Cups, the Queen of Cups. What else do we need? Which is definitely the healer. Then we have the Two of Cups. And can I get one more? And you know, since I'll say it again, you know, we are in Libra season, so any type of, most of the readings are going to tailor around relationships. They don't have to be romantic, but they can be. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups. So there is an Ace of Cups at play between the 6 and the 7. Which for some of you, it's like, yeah, if this is in regards to, like I said, any type of relationship, you're realizing like you can't pour from an empty cup as a feminine energy. You could be, you know, just assessing how you know, how, you know, past relationships have, you know, been or went for you. For some of you, I'm getting something here with like the roots. And then up here, it's like, again, remember we just seen that Four of Pentacles. It's almost like, how can I explain this? Like, your past is what made you who you are today. So celebrate that. It makes me want to say celebrate that with the colors being here and the rainbow. Like, celebrate that. Celebrate that. Whether your roots are where you come from, your own, stability, your own inner security, and value that you have for yourself, it got you where you are today. Between this 4 and this, the 6 and the 2 of Cups, there could have, been some, relationships that didn't work out, whatever the case may be, but it taught you. That's what it did. Like, it taught you how to love yourself. So it's almost like you're exercising caution, or you may need to just exercise some caution between this Fool and the Mother of Cups, because, every time you go through a cycle, or you go through, something that, could have possibly required healing from you, how can I say this? You, like, it's exciting. It's, it makes you just want to, go for the next thing and, the next experience, because it's like you made it. But emotionally, especially if this relates to emotions for you, you may just have to, how can I say this? Because what I've learned and what I've grown and continue to grow to, learn, and doing these readings and doing, tarot, is that you want to share. Like, it's a good feeling when you feel good and, you've overcome something. It's like you want to share with everybody. Because it's a liberating feeling. And like I said, it's like you almost become contagious to others, but not contagious in the way they make you think about it. Or that you've been taught to think about contagious like it's a bad thing. Like, everything's a spectrum. So if you're, your good can be contagious sometimes. And it's like you just want to, share that with everybody. But some people you can't, because some people, with the 4, like, because like I see the 4 of Cups here, which is a card of rejections. Like, they don't want it. They don't know how to receive it. So sometimes it can cause you to, like, clam up and, almost become very hermit-like, like, in dealing with, other people. It makes you, not want to deal with other people, because they're just not able to receive what you have to give. And it's not to say, like, it's okay. Like, what everything isn't for everybody. And in all spectrums, realms, and realities, everything isn't for everybody. But with the 3 of Wands here and the 9 of Pentacles, what this is making me feel like is, like, don't let that make you give up on the things that you want. Because there will be people that, you're going to come across. With the 7 of Cups and the 2 of Wands here, it's almost like don't give up. You have to decide to, like almost become, the King of Pentacles. With the Father of Pentacles here, you have to decide, like, no, I'm gonna be that, just provide myself with what it is, and, just using your own masculine energy. It's kind of like being a father and a mother to yourself. Because a mother, just think of, like, the role of a mother. You want to, give your kids, you take care of them. You want to protect them from all hurt. But there comes a time where, you're going to have to give them tough love as well, where you're going to have to, almost pull back a little bit. And even if you're not a physical mother, because I know everyone is not. Some of you, you still carry, we all have this energy within us. So, it's almost like you have to just be a little bit more wiser in where you invest emotionally and make sure that your cup is full. Because if your cup is full, it's not like you don't need anything. And not like, at least emotionally, like you're not looking for validation. You're not looking for, that. What do I want to say? What's the word? It's really just exercising, at the end of the day, like emotional intelligence. But I want to see this Fool and the Mother of Cups. And sometimes, it requires you to, isolate yourself. Tell me about the Fool and the Mother of Cups. The Fool and the Mother of Cups. Yeah, ooh. We have the Chariot and the World. I love it. Because what this makes me feel like is like, yeah, you're ready. You're, you're solid. You're like, you're the whatever, the foundation that you have of yourself emotionally is, like I can feel this so many different ways. Like it's almost like you're a force to be reckoned with. And it's almost like you want to, just burst out. But it's almost like, I hate to say that you can't. But with the Chariot and the World here, it's almost like, this next cycle for you, you're using much more discernment, much more discipline this time around. And it's like, even if, in the past you were, you just, went into things and, it, for some of you, there's even like an energy of almost like, I can feel it, like regret, like the Five of Cups here for, being so like emotionally free and, giving and caring. But with the Chariot in the World, it's like you're ready to like take this on in a different way. And it like this Chariot energy just feels so like, it's it's Cancer energy, the Chariot. It's, that cardinal water. You're creating like almost the tempo of really like for on a massive level for some, like a macro level, like this energy is, what it can take to like change the world, like literally. And then at the bottom of the deck, it's like, yeah, because you're, we have strength, you're confident, you're, it's a strength that, can't be measured like physically. And for some of you, like I'm also getting the energy of like you were like almost blocked or banned from doing this, but with the World here, it's saying that that's over. This Chariot is coming full force. It's coming. Can I get one for the Chariot? Yeah. Then we have the Lovers. because it's like you're deciding to, yep, and Judgment at the bottom. Look, oh my God, y'all. Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, like you're deciding to just be like, you know what? Oh well. Ooh. Oh well. Because it's like, and especially, ooh, if this is like relationship for you, you know, or how you've been, you know, relating to people, it's like you're changing that up, because it's almost like you're focused on something that is like emotionally, mentally, physically, like you're looking for someone who is equally yoked with you. And like I said, I knew I felt that regret. And it's like, for some of you, you know, in the past, you could have, or, you know, even now, you could regret, like, you know, like wearing your heart on your sleeve. But it's not a bad thing. Because what it did was, you know, teach you how to become one with yourself. So now when you look back on it, like I said, don't look back on it as, you know, like, oh, you know, like, damn, like you did something wrong. Some people just can't handle you at full capacity. Like, that's what it makes me want to say. So don't regret being like a loving person. Don't feel foolish, because you're doing like exactly what you're supposed to do. Like, it makes me feel like saying, like, with the Four of Cups, you know, especially if this is the past, like, with the Four of Cups and the Ace of Swords, it's like people are realizing, like, it's their loss. You know, because the Four of Cups could just be like, it's an energy, it could be an energy of rejection. You know, even if, you know, people like, you know how they said, like, and don't quote me, but they say, like, how they shunned Jesus, you know? And he wasn't, you know, welcome, or, you know, like, people didn't, you know, take to him. And, you know, I mean, you don't have to, I'm not saying it like that, but it's almost like, how they say, like, if God was standing in front of you, you know, most people wouldn't even be able to recognize them, because they're waiting for them to, you know, look a certain way or be a certain thing or be this and that. And it's like, no, you're you, and it's okay. Don't regret being who you are. Like, that's what it says. Because give me one for this Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords. Yeah. Because, you know, relationships go bad no matter what they are. But it's almost like, again, the Seven of Wands. Like, you For some of you, it's like I said, you're either you're too bright, you're too, you know. Give me another one. Ooh. Yeah, judgment. Yeah, and like I said, for some of you, this is for, you know, people, you know, who have, you know, betrayed you, backstabbed you. You know, they're facing judgment. Or, you know, like if it's the reverse and you did this to somebody, it is what it is. Like, too many. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, here's that. The wounded warrior energy. That's what it's looked at as, like, as traditional in traditional tarot. And like I said, for some of you, it's like you're, you know, you're ascending to higher heights. You're deciding, like, you know what, like the scars, the hurt, the betrayals, the backstabbing, whatever, you know, someone did to you, or if you know, you did to someone, there's karma wrapped up in that. For instance, like in saying, like, oh, say like you had someone where you were, you know, they were, you know, this, all I can see with all of this energy over here is like someone who was, you know, who they were. They were authentic. They were, you know, balanced. They were loving, caring, fun with the Fool here. If you mess that up, and you're trying to like be, or, you know, relate to others now, that is, so for some of you, you may be realizing like that's why it's such a struggle for you. It's a, you know, you're learning now. Like now it's your turn to learn. Can I get one more? Give me one for this Daughter of Pentacles. We'll take it, because he, well, I thought that was it, but that was the Emperor. He comes out, he comes out. And he tried to flip over twice. And I thought I was going to get it, but the King of Pentacles came out. For the Page of Pentacles. And this could even be a masculine energy realizing this within a feminine energy, being that that came out. Yeah, especially with the Hermit. Because if you're like a masculine energy, whether male or female, doesn't matter, and you were dealing with this type of feminine energy over here, you are, it's almost like, I mean this, like I'm, this is just for the purposes of the reading, but I feel like, you know, you're cowering. You're cowering away from this person. But the reason why you're doing it is because, like, of what you've been through in the past, and it's kind of like you're almost jeopardizing this relationship, no matter what it is, whether it's, you know, father to child, or mother to child, or mother to, you know, two parents to each other. Like, you know, it could, the relationships don't matter. It's the energy, and there's like almost like a, like the wounded masculine energy, but it's almost like, again, for some of you, you're realizing, like, if you're a feminine energy, how can I say this? What you've been through, like I said, has gotten you to where you are, and you need to just, you know, be proud of yourself for that. And for some of you, it's almost like there's a masculine energy who's looking at you and, you know, like in a way of like seeing like the conflict they created that was like unnecessary, but it was because of what they've been through with the Five of Wands here. So they're having like the aha moment, and it could be because for some of you, like I almost feel like an energy of, you know, almost pulling away. But if this is like a past person for you, if it's like a past person for you, they're seeing your transformation, and it's almost like they regret rejecting you. Can I get one for this Ten of Swords? Yeah, we have the Hangman. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. And for some of you, like if this is a new person, it's almost like they could be, you know, this could have been energy that they went through where, you know, they were the ones to put themselves out there, and, you know, their past, you know, came up. So it's almost like they're expecting this Ten of Swords. But there's a perspective change that needs to come for this person. And for some of you, I feel like it will, with the Father of Wands and the Sun. If this is a new person for you. So this could be all you, however it goes, a past person or a current person. So give me one for this Three of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, because like I said, for some of you, if you're a feminine energy, it's kind of like you want to pull back a little, but I wouldn't, because it's almost like your ships are coming in, that cycle is over. With the Death card, you've attained like a new level of self-love for yourself. You've hit it like another plateau. Can I get another one? Especially with the Ten of Pentacles here. And like I said, we got the 9 to the 10. Here's that Ace of Pentacles, the seed. It almost makes you want to say, like, expect some type of, you know, reward, some type of gift. It's a pentacle, so it will be tangible. You have the Ten of Wands. Yep, because like I said, you've hit that last plateau. I cannot make this shit up. But the Ten of Wands can also be a card of collecting as well. Can I get another one? Like collecting of the harvest. Ooh, it's too many. I'm going to put them back. And we have the Father of Cups coming out with the Tower. And I feel like, you know what, this Father of Cups is just representing where you are within yourself as the Two of Cups, the Father and the Mother of Cups. Then we have the Tower with the Mother of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. This is like someone realizing that they've healed, and someone realizing that they need to. The masculine energy needs they need to move past this so that they can open up and receive something that's very, you know, balanced for them. Whether this is like, if this is a past person, they're having this realization, And it's like, you know, they, whether past or new, or, you know, someone current in your life as the masculine energy, there's some healing that still needs to be done. And it's in regards to like them loving themselves with the Mother of Pentacles. You know, being secure from within. Give me one more. Yep, Justice. And the Moon. Yeah, that full moon in Aries may bring all of this up. Because it's going to be opposing the Sun in Libra. So let me grab the guidance or advice, and advice, and then that'll be the reading. Oh. So we have the ring coming out, and I'm gonna just get one to clarify. We'll look at it after I read it. Can I get one for this ring? Alright, we'll take it. I want to say this is a tool because for some of you, you know, some of you, whatever this pentacle is, this Ace of Pentacles, and we'll look for the Ace of Pentacles when I'm done, just to see where it's at, because for some of you, this could be, you know, a proposal. Like I said, you could be receiving a gift or an opportunity coming towards you. If you resonate as the feminine energy, for, you know, the work that you've done. So we have the ring, and it says, the infinite, the wheel, the connection. The ring is an image of connectedness. Rather than viewing life as linear, as a series of progressive achievements, the ring challenges us to sense the cynical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity of creation. For this reason, it's no surprise a ring is worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses space, time, and worldly things. So much can be projected onto this archetypal image because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun and the intimate bond between two lovers. It is the micro and the macro united. This card calls us to deepen connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be a literal ring waiting to adorn your finger. And it says, study images of the mandala, the Unus Mundus. I gotta look up what this is. The Ouroboros and the medicine wheel. And then it says, take stock in the jewels you adorn yourself with. Watch out for rings you wear out of habit that keep you connected to the old you. And then it says, when in light, connectedness, humility, and sacred cycles. When in dark, unconscious repetition and starving for connection. Yeah, so the ring. Let's see where the Ace of Pentacles is. Oh, here it is. It's in between the Devil and the Hierophant. Of course. Wouldn't it be? Which, you know, the Hierophant is looked at as, you know, the spiritual teacher, you know, it's looked at as like traditions, you know, your morals, your values, your belief systems. The devil is, you know, restrictions, limitations. And for some of you, like, I feel like, you know, it could go either way. Are you going to honor your values, or are you going to stay limited? Because this opportunity is here. Like, it's literally right here. But in order to, you know, to make a commitment to anyone or anything, you have to make it to yourself. And whatever that commitment is it going to align with your values, or is it going to be something that's going to keep you stuck? So there's a decision that, you know, you need to make. There's a decision that needs to be made. Let's see what card came out. Oh my God. The Four of Wands. Really? This makes me feel like saying, like, because the Four of Wands represents, you know, homes. It represents foundation. But this home, this Four of Wands feels like it's a, you know, a commitment to yourself that you need to make. Like, are you going to be better? Can I get one more? I need one more for the ring. And then we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, like, or are you going to, like, play small? That's what it makes me really want to say. Because with the Four, you know, the Four of Cups, like I said, are you going to reject this? Like, are you going to reject or accept yourself? And just, you know, stay true to, you know, what you've always known? Or are you going to allow yourself to grow and expand? So with that being said, y'all, that is the weekly reading. As always, I thank you all for tuning in with me. I definitely hope it resonated for some of you, but if not, it's fine. It just wasn't your story. And I will see you guys on the next reading. All right? Later.